Welcome to Meaningless Debate. I'm your host, L.A. Hardy, where we debate topics that you're tired of debating and fighting with people on Facebook and unfriending them. We have two great comics to bring it to you live right here. Let's meet them right after our sponsors.
The Big Apple Shopping Bazaar Jewelry Exchange and Salon and Spa Suites. Located off Atlantic Avenue in beautiful Delray Beach, Florida, this unique mini mall will transport you to the streets of New York City for a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. The Big Apple Shopping Bazaar provides shoppers with over 65 one-of-a-kind specialty boutiques with amazing items at fantastic prices. For more information, go to BigAppleShoppingBazaar.com.
Thanks, Big Apple, and we're live. I want to thank you guys for coming out and enjoying the show. And we have some great guests here to debate topics that are absolutely meaningless. I'm L.A. Hardy, and let's get it going. Our first guest, oh man, what can I say about this guy? I've known him a long time. We've traveled overseas. We've done USO tours together. You've seen him on The King of Queens. Chelsea lately, Mall Cop with Paul Blart, and you're gonna miss me. Please welcome Scott Henry. What's up, Scotty?
How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you, man. Who's that in the background? Is that a Green Bay helmet?
Oh my gosh, how did that get there?
Ha ha! My man from Milwaukee, the Green
Packer looking
Bay
strong,
Packers.
looking strong.
They do look good. They do look good. Thanks for coming on the show, man. Our next guest is another great friend of mine. We've also done USO tours. And before we even get into that, how about a shout out to our USO and military family, men and women out there doing a great job that they're doing. Freedom ain't free, and we appreciate you. You've seen him on BET Comic View, Caroline's Comedy Hour, Comedy Central, and Showtime. Put your hands together for the mighty Louis Johnson. What's up, big dog?
Hey, man, I'm nice to be here. It is good to see that my boy Scotty is here. I see he's got the Green Bay in the back. My favorite team, of course, is Sports Center.
Right on.
Because I don't want to waste all that damn energy rooting for a team that's probably going to get their ass kicked.
Hey,
so let's go. Let's go.
It's all love. It's all love. And when you putting Richard Pryor in the background of your Skype, you know something good is going to happen. Let's get it going.
And Rickles.
And Rickles. Classic, don't go out of
that
style.
last minute to get a white dude on.
Classic, don't go out of style. These two guys are going to argue some great points. Let's find out what the first one's going to be. From John in Columbus, we want to know, are smartphones making us dumber or smarter? We flipped the coin backstage, and Scott, you're going to go first, and then Louis, you're going to come on and debate the opposite point. Are smartphones making us dumber, Scott? Obviously, he's on a smartphone.
Yes. That's making us dumber. Did you ever forget your phone somewhere?
Oh,
you don't
man.
know contact home. I wouldn't know. If my wife ever wanted to leave me and get a head start, she'd just take my phone. I'd be toast, man.
Dude, that's 10 seconds of terror.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. The worst thing you can feel is walking out of somewhere and feeling like, like when you walk out of a hotel room and you think you forgot your key. I mean, that's bad enough. Yeah. But forgetting your cell phone is just unbelievably tragic. You literally can't do anything. I remember when my dad used to go to bars, right? And I used to go with him because it was Milwaukee, even though I was 12 years old. And he'd get in these arguments with his buddies. They're like, nah, bullshit. I know that whole thing, and that guy ain't never been down there in his damn life, now. And he'd stay there till like 2 o'clock in the morning because they're arguing about one point. Now, you just hit Siri. What's this? Now you got the answer. You got to go home. There's nothing to bitch about.
So you're saying it's making us smarter or dumber?
Dumber.
Lou, tell us why cell phones are making us smarter.
Well, obviously, the cell phone frees up space in your brain for the important stuff. I don't think you need to realize you need to really have to pay attention to the people in your life. Go and get that other energy, the other information that you need. Who cares about your mom's number? Who cares about your dad's number? Who cares about calling your kids to check on them? Dude, you have important stuff to remember, okay? And the smartphone is all in there. All you got to do is say, hey, call my brother. You don't have to worry about remembering his name or his number, but the phone does. That's why you have a chance to figure out what's really important in your life.
I'm gonna give Lou the win on that one because I know myself. If you've got a smartphone on you, you don't even have to use your computer to figure out on Facebook whose birthday it is or what the hell they've been doing this week. You got it right there with you. Lou's the winner on that one. Let's get to our next question. David J. Murphy wants to know, Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Lou, you're up. Rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I'm going to go for the 100 duck-sized horses. You know why? Because I'm going to have so much fun chucking them out of the ring. You know, I know there's going to be a lot of kicks, but it's not going to be a hard kick like a big-sized duck. And plus, how cute would those look? Little horse-sized ducks. How cute would that be? Come on, people.
We got a lot of white people watching. Cute always seems to work. Scotty, you're on the other side. What do you say? Horse-sized duck or duck-sized horses?
I just to see the horse-sized duck. I mean, that's enough. I mean, you're not going to see a bill like that unless you go out with NBA players to a strip bar. Folks, that's going to be a high bill. No, I mean, I just think it would be hilarious. The look on your face when that thing walks into the ring. It's sort of like when guys used to walk in against Tyson. You know what I'm saying? You could just see the look on their face that they knew they're about to get dropped hard. And I just don't. I mean, just think of the size of those feet, right? Just coming at you. I mean, you're done. I mean, I just think that would be a fun thing to have. The slap sound that would happen on your face from that, you know, from that whole thing. So yeah, and you know, there's that whole duck fart thing too. So that would be interesting to hear.
I'm not sure where I fall on that, but that move you just did was kind of hypersexual, Scotty. I'm going to give you the win on that one.
Can I say one thing though?
Go right ahead, jump in.
I have to concede to Scott on that, and you know, I didn't think about it like that, and also you got to admit the duck-sized horse would probably speak a lot better than Tyson. So yeah, let's go with that.
I'm going to give Scotty the win. You don't take the L on that one. I'm going to say I'm going to go with Scotty because for me, size matters. So I'm going to take the big one. Let's get to our next question. Let's see what our viewers have to say. Rob from Boston says, would you take a punch from Mike Tyson for $1 million? Scotty, you're up. Punch from Mike Tyson.
No. No.
It's $1 million.
What am I gonna spend $1 million for? Surgery.
Healthcare.
That's the entire bill is gonna go is surgery. Because I mean, you have to have some kind of a neck to be able to absorb that thing, and there's just no coming back from that.
Yeah, it could be tough.
There's just no coming back from that. So whatever the $1 million is, that goes to my family. I'm just sitting in a chair with a drool cup.
Lewis, you're up. You gonna take the $1 million? Go get it.
Obviously, you know, we need to set some parameters. Do you get a chance to train?
Okay.
Do you get a chance to learn from a pro how to slip a punch?
Good point.
That would be good. Because if you could fight him, and you can just because he's slower than he used to be. He still hits hard, but he's slower than he used to be. But if you can get it to where he just kind of grazes you, and you're only knocked out for about 4 or 5 months, and they put that $1 million in escrow, yeah. So when you get out, hey man, you got enough for your wheelchair, for your diapers, and your helmet. You're gonna be great. You're gonna be fine. You know, and plus you'll be able to afford one of those little chairs with the little guiding thing on it, so you can go, you can do your whole Stephen Hawking thing. Hey, what happened to you, Mike Tyson? Hit me. And then you just keep on driving into your luxury van.
I'm gonna give that one. Go ahead, jump in there, Scotty. Give me some more.
Look at the size of his head and look at the size of mine. I mean, yeah, it's going to be easier to hit, but it's going to be able to take the punch. You know what I mean? He is like just 2 sizes away from Mount Rushmore.
Oh, there it is. And on that note, I think I'm going to give the win to Lewis, not because of the punch, but because I like the idea, and nobody's ever thrown this in, of the getting to train part. If you get to train, you only got to take 1 punch. It's not saying you got to do a full round, 3 minutes. You just got to take the hangover, 1 punch, $1 million. I'm going to take the $1 million winner. Nice job.
And Scott, the reason why my head is bigger is because I have a cell phone, and I'm able to put all that other stuff in my cell phone that I don't need, and I've put all the important stuff into this dome right here.
Okay.
Size matters. Size matters. Just so you guys know, we have one guy who is Scott Henry from Milwaukee. We're on the other side of the country with my man Lou. He's in Denver right now. So we are going cross country and we're bringing it to here to you live on YouTube and Facebook. And we're here every Monday, 8 o'clock. 2 new comics to debate these crazy topics that you guys keep sending in to us. Send us some more. We'll keep it coming back to you. Let's see what the next one's going to be. Steve in San Diego says, would you rather have hairy hands or hairy feet? Lewis.
Man, I'm going to go with hairy feet.
Yeah.
You know why?
Okay.
Because, man, I'm tired of losing socks. I'm tired of just buying socks. And hairy feet would actually be great in the in the winter time. You know, I have to just wear like just a little flats. I wear flats. I got the hairy feet to cover it. I'll be fine. I could wear flip flops. I hate flip flops, but I would wear them if I had hairy feet.
Dude, you
because
could
the
do
tops
that.
of my feet would be warm.
You could do that in Denver because you'd never know when it's going to snow. Just leave your socks outside, put them on when you need to. Your hairy feet would save you. Scott, what do you think, man?
Plus Denver goes from 100 degrees to 32 degrees in the space of 3 days. That just happened 2 weeks ago.
Right. Scotty, what do you think? Other side, you're going to go with hairy hands.
Well, hairy hands. I mean, they're easier to shave. First of all,
Why is that?
You know, they'd be much easier to shave. I'm not flexible at all, dude. I don't have to do yoga in order to groom my feet. You know what I'm saying? I just want.
That would be a hell of a
really
pose.
nice just too, is to shake people's hands too. They're like, hey, nice to meet you. You know, be good. I'm just purely for the shaving purposes right there. I'm not.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you though, it doesn't seem like it's going to be. I work with tape a lot. You know, I have a child, and so. I don't know. I'm still going to go with the hairy hands because I just feel like it'd be easier to shave because I would be shaving that neurotically.
Nice.
Ooh.
I like how you keep putting the sex in the middle of this. That's always a good thing.
But that's just which side of your hands going to be hairy? Is it all your full hands or is it just the back side? Because if it's the
Probably just
inside,
the back.
if the inside of your hands is furry, then I want to switch. Because that's a whole different.
That's a whole different thing.
Flow right
That's
there,
a whole
okay?
different thing. That's a whole different thing.
Cheap. Lotion ain't cheap.
Exactly.
And neither is hair conditioner.
Water on wet hair would be great.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Ultra sheen on your hands, Lou. I don't know about that.
Hey, let my soul glow.
That one, I'm not even sure who was a winner. I'm going to leave that one right in the middle. We're going to call that one a draw. Let's get to our next question. Bill Frederick says, New York slice or Chicago deep dish pizza? New York slice, deep dish pizza. Scott, you're up.
Well, I came from the Midwest, and I grew up eating that kind of deep dish pizza. I like to be able to eat enough pizza that not only do you eat to your capacity, but another hour later, when that yeast rises just a little bit more, you can feel like you're in your 3rd trimester. You know what I mean? Plus, I just like it because it's just super hearty. If in the summertime, I'd probably go with a little New York style, but any other time of the year, I'm going with the deep dish. Just had the deep dish last night.
Right on.
And it's so good. I just love it. It's just like, I don't know, it's just so much more substantial.
Okay. All right.
Size matters, LA.
You think the New York is better. Tell us why.
Man, there's no way that deep dish is better than New York slices, because New York slices, you eat them because you got to be ready, baby. You got to be ready at any time, because when you're eating in New York, anything can happen. Yeah. You get that pizza, you're going to end up having to fight maybe a mugger, a pimp, or a subway rat. And we've all seen that video of that subway rat. He just came and took that pizza and went, "Give me the goddamn pizza," and walked up. And those people were scared to get that pizza back. So that's the New York slices are nice and slim and thin. You eat that, it's just a little bit of fuel, keeps you going till you can make enough money to pay that $25,000 rent for that half of the apartment that you're living in New York. You got to be ready.
Good points. Good points all. I'm going to be the decider in this. Since I'm a Midwest boy, I'm going with the deep dish as well. Scotty, you get the win.
That's because you guys don't move. You
No,
guys just sit in your chairs.
We don't. That's all we do.
You don't
right
do
there.
nothing.
That's
Yeah.
it. This is what we do on Meaningless Debate. We're here to discuss and tackle these kinds of tough issues so you don't have to unfriend your friends on Facebook and other places and get into all these dumbass arguments. Let us do it for you. That's why
bullshit.
we're here.
I'm still kicking you guys out because of the whole deep dish thing. I don't give a damn.
We got some more questions, man. You still got a shot. You still got a shot. You still got a shot. Let's get to our next question. Lindsay Ann wants to know, oh man. Okay, this is definitely going to be one for the ages. Big ass, big tits. Which is going to be your choice, Scotty? No, I think Lou, you're up. Big tits or a big butt?
Man, look, everybody that knows me knows that I love a woman with a big butt, okay? Because I want a woman with an ass so big, LA, I want a woman with an ass so big that when I lay on top of her, my knees don't even touch the bed. I want to get on top of her, and I want to say, damn, like, she on my ears to pop.
Yeah,
okay?
there
Like,
you go.
damn, like, ooh, what altitude is this ass? What is this? God, there. Dude, I mean, and I mean, not like really huge big. I don't want it to be so big to where I start sliding between the cheeks, like, don't flex, you're gonna kill me. No, I just want a nice big ass.
There you go.
You know, yes, I like a big ass.
And ladies and gentlemen, I can attest to the fact, having worked with and knowing this man a long time, he is not lying to you. Scott Henry, tell us why the big boobs are better.
I'm more of a boob guy. I mean.
That's because you got hairy hands.
I mean, it's all relative though. Big ass. I mean,
True.
What is that? Like, I dated, a couple girls had nice round, like just nice round, but I like symmetry. So, you know what I mean? I'm big about that. If, it can be, I mean, it can get out of control. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
It can get,
yes.
but it's what's on the inside that counts.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Hey.
Damn, that was some bullshit, wasn't it?
Who cares if you got hairy hands and hairy feet if you got a nice ass and big titties, okay?
If you got both, there's no argument.
If I've got hairy hands, I'll be lucky to get whatever I get.
If you got both, there's no argument. That's all I got to say.
Yes,
I'm an ass man because it's very hard to fake a big ass. I mean, to me it is. It's just really hard unless you go out and you buy one or something. They all go out and do the fake breast thing. So that's so common. You can't really, it's hard to tell one way or the other. Lou, you get the win on that one. I told you, buddy, you're making a comeback. That's what I'm talking about. This fucking guy right here, he's making a fucking comeback. Check out what he's doing right here. We are going to keep this show rolling. We are Meaningless Debate. I'm L.A. Hardy. This is Louis Johnson. This is Scott Henry. Let's get to our next question. Lucy from Orlando, Florida, of course it's for Florida, is peeing in the shower acceptable behavior at home? Stop. I'm not even going to let you guys answer this. Peeing in the shower is acceptable behavior anywhere. Let's go to the next question.
He did audible. I like this guy.
Yeah. Who wins in Go Fish? Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone? Frank from Brooklyn wants to know. Scott, you're up. Go Fish. Arnold Schwarzenegger wins or Sylvester Stallone?
Well, first of all, I think this is very important to get into this situation because, when the Sylvester Stallone will look at you and say that you have to go fish, you don't know his face doesn't move anymore. I don't know. First of all, I think that, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a fucking dipshit. So I'm going to have to say Schwarzenegger on this. He's pretty smart. It's like Bill Burr. One of my favorite bits that Bill Burr ever did was he said that the guy comes, he's the best bodybuilder in the world. Then he becomes the biggest movie star in the world. Then he becomes the governor of the largest state and he marries a Kennedy. This guy was on a 4-decade zone. Okay? No matter what this fucker does, he's the winner.
He's the winner, but we're talking about Go Fish. Louis, tell us why Stallone is the winner in Go Fish.
Because Stallone doesn't care. Stallone doesn't care if he wins or loses in Go Fish. So Stallone is going to go for everything. He's going to throw in there. And plus, when you never expect it, Stallone always has a nice, long, meaningful speech. So right before he picks that last card from you, he's going to give you a speech about how you can be the best you and I knew your father, and your father wouldn't have gave up on this, and Apollo Creed did this, and who cares? Okay, you can get this card, son. And Michael B will be like, yeah, okay. All right, I'll do it. And then he goes in and gets his ass kicked by the Russian again. But then he's got Stallone still in his corner. So it's still good. Stallone and Mickey's Ghost are always going to be the best when it comes to Go Fish. Because you got a ghost helping you.
Going a little supernatural.
What just happened there, LA? I
didn't see that one. I did not see that one coming. He went supernatural. That's thinking outside the box. That's my man Lou. That's my man Lou right there. I'm gonna give you the win on that one just because I'm confused. Let's go to the next question.
We could have stuck with peeing in the shower, but we went to that one.
Well, we already know. I'm winning. I'm winning that one. I'm winning that one. This is from Maria in Miami. Maria wants to know: would you buy condoms at the dollar store, Lou?
No, I wouldn't, because I care about my penis. That's it.
Scott, you got to get some dollar store condoms and tell us why.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I don't know about you, Lou, but I like to go more than once in a night. And,
there we go.
I don't have the kind of money you do, and so dollar condoms. You just got to be more careful. You know what I mean? You and I've been to Amsterdam together. I think we know the ones you use are $2 anyways. You know what I mean? They're twice as big as the ones I'm using. Okay. Do you remember what we were gonna do in Amsterdam, dude? Do you remember that? We were gonna go to one of the prostitutes and ask them, is it more for me or more for him? And we just never did that.
But it turns out it was more for the black guys, not because of too buku. It was because apparently the black guys would get in there and they'd have like 15 minutes or until you arrived, but the brothers would use every minute of that 15 minutes, and they couldn't get enough more customers in because the brother would be like, and she's like, you do too many positions. I still got 5 more minutes left. They still doing it. So that's why they charge the brothers more in Amsterdam. Just so you know.
Oh, all right. I wasn't sure what it was, but all I know is that we did that, and that was funny. But yes, I'd buy the condoms at the dollar store. I'm sure they have standards of some sort. You know what I mean? Plus, you can buy breath mints and mouthwash for your Johnson Jr.
We're going to split that one right down the middle because the question isn't whether or not you go to the dollar store to get a condom. The question is whether or not you would actually get a condom. So as long as you're getting one from wherever you're getting it from, we're going to call that the winner. That one goes right down the middle. Do we have time for some more? I think we do.
LA with the common sense answer. Look at LA. No wonder you're a host.
There has to be a host of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to our next question. If you died, would you stay and haunt or cross over? Oh, I love this. This is Barbara Hollander Ben Seal. If you died, would you stay and haunt or cross over, Scott?
Oh, I'm a haunting motherfucker.
There you go.
I'm sorry, but some people are going to have a problem with me. And you know who it is? It's going to be people that don't turn right on a red light. Those people.
Boom.
I'm going to find them. You know what I mean? I'm going to go after like poor drivers, I think.
All right.
Now, I would haunt people. I don't really want to cross over. I don't know what's over there, but I know what the haunting is all about. You can haunt somebody that, it can be fun. You can make it fun. You don't necessarily have to make their life miserable. But I think it would be fun. You know what I mean? What do we do for a living? We mess with people.
Yeah.
Why stop when I'm dead?
There you go. Not a bad answer there, Mr. Henry. Lewis Johnson, would you haunt or cross over, my friend?
Bro, I'm going to cross over because hopefully on the other side, the cops there are much nicer than they are on this side.
Had to get that zinger in. I love it. This is why we have Meaningless Debate on TV and not on your Facebook. That's all the time we're going to have. We're going to check in with our guests. We have gone through almost 30 full minutes of these two guys, and it's been awesome. Let's find out what they got going on. Scotty, what you got coming up? Where can we find you?
You can find me in the playroom cleaning up her laundry. You can find me chasing her around the park. And that's probably about it. Right now, my wife is not allowing me to go out and work. So I'm doing some voiceover work, some things like that. Got some of these Zoom meetings that I'm attending and going on with people that have some dry meetings and stuff. So they invite me in, and I go on and make their phone call a little more exciting, hopefully. But right now, I'm just enjoying raising my little 3-year-old daughter. She'll be 3 October 12th. So that's what I'm up to right now. I'm going to take advantage of this situation.
That's awesome, man. So this works out great for you. You don't have to leave the house.
Yeah.
She's probably, Catherine's probably standing over on the side right now just looking at you saying, don't mess up.
No, she's more on the other side going, you're putting this little bitch to bed, so hurry up with this call.
Nicely done. Louis Johnson, where can we find you? What you got coming up, man?
Oh, the best thing for you guys to do now is to just go to either my Facebook or either my Instagram. So it's just Louis Johnson Comedy for Facebook and Instagram, and I do a live chat that happens on Tuesdays and Fridays. LA has been on it. I want to try to get Scotty in on it. We have a great time. The great thing about our chat is that it's it's like being in the green room with your friends. Just like when me and Scott almost went through the whole thing about going in Amsterdam, that's what it's like. And that chat goes everywhere, talks about everything and anything. And I would love for you guys to join us. It's at Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Where's it going to be? Where can they find it?
Live on Facebook, my Facebook page, which is Louis Johnson Comedy, facebook.com/Louis Johnson Comedy.
Awesome.
Or you can go to my Instagram, which is Louis Johnson Comedy, and I put up the links there too. So all that stuff.
Awesome. Follow these guys. Very funny cats. It's been a pleasure working with them. I've done Louis's show. Look forward to doing it again. Scotty, always good to see you, my dog. We got some adventures we can't even discuss on TV. And Lou.
Well, you know.
I'll just say Buffalo. And we have gotten word from my producers who have let me know our fans have voted. Louis, you're the winner of tonight's meaningless debate.
You know, it's that head. Look at the size of the head.
Size matters, baby. Size matters. Want to thank you guys for coming out and enjoying the show. Want to thank everybody for coming out and watching us on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live, on Comedy Flow. You can see repeats of the show. Tell your friends. Every Monday we're doing it live. We want to thank our sponsors, Big Apple Shopping Plaza. Our next live performance is local here in Vero Beach, River, the 25th and 26th. Come out and see me because I know what's going to come out of my coming out. We'll see you next time.